Hey guys, so today we're going to be reading Snowman at Night. It is written and illustrated by Carolyn and Mark Buhner. It is one of my favorite winter stories, so let's get started. Snowman at Night. One wintry day I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he wasn't the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down, he was really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark. Off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, slipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. They look like they're having fun, right? After everyone has had a chance in racing one or twice, they go over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Sometimes they start giggling, and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other, and then they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs, the pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. Wow, that seems like a pretty fun snowman game, right? No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite the sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. It's a lot of snowmen! Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. It's a big hill. Did you go down it? Woohoo! They yell. This is by far snowman's biggest thrill. It's a lot of snowmen on that toboggan. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they start gathering up their things, and one by one they go. So if your snowman's grin is crooked, or he lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. The end. I love that story about all the mischievous things that snowmen get up to at night. You know what? Let's make a snowman of our very own, one that won't melt and that you can keep forever. Let's go. Hey guys, so what you're going to need for this part is some socks. So I like to use the crew socks. You can use whatever color you want, but I'm going to stick with white for our snowman today. This is just a regular white crew sock. Nothing truly special about it. You can find these at Dollar Tree, anywhere else, if you have an old one lying around, whatever it is works. So I'm going to use rice to fill my snowman, but you can use beans, you can use beads, you can use whatever really that you want if you don't want to use food. So my trick is to roll the sock down a little bit, right like that. And I'm also going to grab a much smaller cup just so I have a little bit more control over where it goes and how much goes in, especially right now because there's a lot of rice in my cup. I'm just going to take one big scoop like that. I'm just going to keep pouring it until we get a base that we want. Now remember, the base of your snowman has to hold him up. So just keep going. Make sure it doesn't get caught in the heel. Unfortunately, it does happen a lot. Just make sure to keep shaking it down. Parents, if you want to help out with this part, And once you've gotten the base to about the size that you want, you just want to pat it down. I use these. They're just little rubber bands from Dollar Tree. You can use string, you can use whatever you want. Remember, you can always reform them later on. So let me just keep filling up. Oop! This is why I didn't use the big cup originally. Yeah, we're going to switch back to the little one. We're just going to keep filling it up, make sure he's got a good sized head. Once again, we're just going to take one of our rubber bands. Oh, looks like two are stuck together. There we go. Alright, and we're just going to make like a ponytail up top. Make sure it's super tight, because this is where your rice or beans or whatever you're using to fill up your snowman could potentially escape from. You don't want that. Now, there's a couple ways of doing the next step, so we'll go over them. Alright. Make sure the base is nice and rounded. Make sure your head is the size you want it to be. Now keep in mind the neck is going to be very weak at this point, so just keep an eye on that. One way to do the hat on top is just to roll down the excess sock, right like that. You get a very cute, very tall hat. You know, some of the rice on the side. I turned it towards me just to make sure the face was good. Pull up the hat a little bit so it's a little taller. You have a nice big hat for your snowman. Now this is the simplest way. You can also take a sock, another sock like our rainbow sock here, cut it right above the heel. You can always slip that right over too if you wanted to have a different color hat. That way you have a base for your hat. You can always scrunch that off like a pom-pom on top. But I'm going to leave the white hat for now, just to show you the basics. Now, what you can do with the sock instead is make a scarf out of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to slit it right down the seam. Let me show you a couple different things you can do with this. I like slitting down the seam. You don't have to do it this way. For me, it just gives me a guideline of where to cut. So now you can wrap it around your snowman like a cape or like a coat. But since his neck is super loose, what I'm going to do, just to give him a little bit more structure, is use this as a scarf. You can wrap it around right like that. Now with longer socks, you can just tie it, but I'm actually going to do a hot glue just to make sure it's all in one spot. I'm just going to double check to make sure it's where I want it. Oop. It does not want to stay up. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to take one of my rubber bands and just tie it right around the top of his hat, just to make it like a little pom-pom. So his hat's not quite as tall. Make it a little floofy. Curl up the edge of the sock so he has more of a brim. There we go. Alright, now for this is actually a little bit too wide. So I'm just going to stretch it out. Make sure it has the elasticity that I want. This will help you with the scarf later on. So just make sure you stretch it nice and tight. Now I'm going to try and do it with this, but I think it's going to be a little bit too thick. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a little bit too thick for our snowman. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to split it right down the other seam. And now we have a much smaller scarf, and as you can see, it's already kind of curling into ourselves, which is great. I'm going to give it a little bit more structure here. And I'm just going to tack the end. I'm just going to tack the end parents. This is a total optional step, but this is definitely a step that you should do. I'm just going to tack the end together just to give us a little bit more structure with the scarf and be able to hold on to it a little bit better while we're gluing. So we're going to bring our snowman back after we put in a new glue stick, of course. Alright, here's our snowman. We're just going to stretch it right around. Make sure the scarf is where we want it. Now what we're going to do is just take a small blob right on the snowman. Stick that scarf down. Now if your socks are thinner, you can always use a marker like I am. Just be able to press it in without getting it too hot. It's like a little hack that I like to use. Once that's pinned down, pull the other scarf around, make sure it's where you want it. Whoop. Don't worry, once we have the scarf on, it'll help keep its head up. Put another blob right there. Sorry, my hand is blocking. But you're just going to put another blob right on the other piece of that scarf. Reshape your snowman a little bit, and there we go. Now you can leave him just like this. You can add pom-poms to the sides of his head for earmuffs. You can add charms, you can add beads. I'm just going to show you a really simple way of adding a face just with a black marker. We're just going to do one little eye and two little eyes. Now we're just going to very quickly add his mouth, which is just a bunch of little dots for the coal. And there you have it, a very adorable little snowman that won't melt, but may get into some mischief during the night. Now I'm going to quickly show you another snowman that I did a couple days ago. This was just with a bunch of random stuff that I had around my house. Hold on one second, let me go grab him. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, I used a bead for his nose, googly eyes for his eyes, some charms, beads for his mouth. So really what I'm saying here is that you can really use whatever you want for your snowman's face or his details. I even used a different sock for his scarf here. He's actually, the one with the pointy nose is filled with beans, so that just gives you an idea of what they look like differently. But I cannot wait to see what you guys do, and I hope you guys have a very happy winter. See you next time!